and thanks for watching BSGcast. I'm Nat, he's Matt, and let's get started.
Okay, today we've got something pretty cool for you. It's, just about every BSG fan by this point knows that hundreds of Battlestar props and costumes are up for auction now that the show is all wrapped.
And that means we've all got a chance to get our filthy little hands on our own little piece of the show.
Now, whether you're looking for a commander rank pip or a colonial viper, I guess it depends on the size of your living room, but it's all yours for the bidding.
I've got my eyes on that razor that Kendra Scholl had.
Oh,
People,
yeah, Kane's razor.
We're going down. Anyway, today
I don't even like guns, but I kind of want a colonial blaster.
Anyway, today we're talking to the man behind the prop auction, the CEO of Propworx, Alec Peters.
Alec, thanks so much for being with us all the way from Propworx warehouse in California.
Pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Well, you know what, how about you start off by telling us a bit about Propworx? Who are you guys and how did it all begin?
So Propworx is a company, we're very new. We just started in July of this past year, and we started specifically to carry out the Battlestar Galactica auctions. I am a collector of screen-used TV memorabilia, specifically from Star Trek. Big collector. I have a blog called the Star Trek Prop Costume and Auction blog that gets about 4,000 readers a month, and that kind of got me interested in what was going to happen with Battlestar Galactica, because I'm a huge fan of the show, and I knew it was coming to an end. And so I called up Richard Hatch, who's a good friend of mine, and said, hey, Richard, put me in touch with whoever is in charge of disposing of the assets of the show, because I want to talk to them. And he put me in touch with Ron French, the line producer, who passed me on to Kurt Ford at Universal, and I pitched them. They were looking for a company at the time. They were talking to two established companies, Premier Props and It's a Wrap, both established in the prop world. It's a Wrap does the Star Trek auction, so I was going to get some pretty stiff competition, but I think Universal liked my vision for what I pitched them on, what I thought this could be. And they gave me a shot. I'm an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. This is my fourth company. And so it's going great, and we're really excited about it. And being a Battlestar fan, I think the fans will find an experience with all these auctions they're really going to enjoy.
Very cool.
So you mentioned that other studios have approached you since you launched Propworx, I guess since they've heard about the BSG auction. Are you at liberty to talk about any of the ones that have?
I really am not. But I think I can say that Universal is looking to do this with other properties if this is successful. We have talked about Heroes already, and I'm a big fan of that show.
Cool.
And I think there's another show I've talked to another studio about, big show that we would all love to see the stuff from. So I'm hoping that one goes through, because that will be kind of like the Battlestar events. So we're really excited. So yeah, they found out, they see the press releases, they see our catalog. I think we're excited about the potential of doing other shows, but honestly, Battlestar Galactica is just a dream job.
Great, great. So focusing on the actual auction coming up next week, what are some of the more drool-worthy BSG items you'll have available for people to check out?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around here in our warehouse and show you some of the items. Behind me here, you see the CIC command table, and that's going to be in this auction. And we have a few consoles in it. We also have the tactical console, which is a really beautiful piece, which I'll show you here. If you can see that, that's the console. That's the console that is behind Adama and Ty before you see that big screen. So that's a great pice.
Wow.
And then we have, of course, we have the ships. We have the Raptor, the full-size light-up Raptor, and we have a Viper, Mark 7 Viper, and we have the Cylon Raider. So those are all really big, unique pieces, and we're really excited about that.
Well, do fans have to be at the auction in person to bid, or is there an online option as well?
No, there's you can come live to the auction if you live in California, in Southern California. Come to the Pasadena Convention Center and bid live at the auction. And if you can't be at the auction, you can be at online at auctionnetwork.com, and you can register online and you can bid online. It's a system very similar to eBay. You bid online, it proxy bids for you. It's really seamless, very easy. You'll be able to watch the entire auction online. So we're real excited about that. So yeah, so anyone can bid. And then we also have 200 items being listed on Monday, January 12th, which will end Monday, January 19th, the day after the auction. And those items are smaller items. not quite as expensive maybe as some of the big items we're going to see. And I'm going to take you here into the warehouse and just show you some of the props that we've got, some of the things that are going to be in the 200. And so, yeah, we're trying to make sure that it's not just an auction of expensive items that you have to be a Hollywood director to afford. There's a lot of cool little items, and here I'm gonna show you some of those items right now. These are some of the items that are going to be in the 200 auction. You can see we have rations here, the good old hardtack algae that that the Galactica crew lives off of. We have books from Pegasus. You know, Admiral King was really big on her books, so we've got half a dozen books in the auction. Things like, oh yeah, you gotta love Boltar's little test tubes and slides from his Cylon detector.
Awesome.
We've got maps. We've got oh yeah, here's some colonial passports. We have all sorts of things like that, and so the idea really is to make sure we have something for every price point.
Good. Well, what kind of tips can you offer any interested fans that want to check out the auction? Like if they're going to be there in person or if they're going to be online? You've been to these in the past, so let us know. How does this work if you want to bid?
You know, the first thing is to really spend some time going through the catalog, and you can access the catalog a couple ways. There's the PDF version of the catalog, which you can download at our website at battlestarprops.com. So all you got to do is go to battlestarprops.com and just click on, there's a section that says auction news, and if you scroll down you'll see the one about the catalog, and you can download the catalog for free. First, familiarize yourself with the auction. Really delve into that catalog and spend some time with it. Then make a really broad list. Listen, if your budget is $500, you're not going to be able to afford Starbucks flight suit. But there's a bunch of items that might go in that range. And another thing to do is look for lots that have multiple items in them, and the production art's a great example. There are lots with 10, 20 pieces of production art in them. Well, get together with your friends and all go in together and say, look, we'll each go up to $300 for a piece of art. And then, that gives you buying power, because now if you have 10 friends and the lot's 10 pieces, you've got $3,000 worth of buying power. And we did that at the Star Trek auction, and it worked well. So I would certainly urge you to think in terms of, hey, there's a lot that has 3 Caprica Buccaneers patches. Well, you and 2 of your buddies should go in, and maybe then you have a better chance to win that.
What's up after the live auction this coming weekend?
So the live auction happens Saturday and Sunday, and then again Monday there's 200 items closing on eBay, and then we'll have 100 items closing every week for 10 or so weeks, in conjunction with the final 10 episodes of Galactica. And then there will be another live auction in May, where we'll sell off the rest of the big pieces, and so that'll be an even bigger event than this, because that's going to be a 3-day auction. Wow. So it's a nice mix: internet auctions, live auction, big variety of price ranges. So if you're a Galactic collector and you want something, save your pennies, you'll be able to afford something.
Thanks, Alec, for letting us in on what Propworx is all about.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for your time.
We are all looking forward to meeting you at the BSGcast Frack Party and the auction preview on Friday, which is another good way to check everything out before the bidding happens on Saturday.
Exactly. So thanks again, Alec. Now there's one more episode coming out of the BSGcast before we're live in California next week.
Yes, we have a review of the final 5 episodes of the Face of the Enemy webisode series. Now the last one, the 10th episode, airs on the 12th of January. So on the off chance that you managed to download it when Amazon did that giant mistake and released them all, you've probably seen all of them like we have. But just in case, January 12th is the final one, and we'll be putting it up right after that.
Yeah, we really don't want to ruin it for everyone. That would be really, really unfan-worthy. Anyway, so we'll see you then on the 12th, and then we'll see you in Pasadena.
Yeah, we'll see you in the Frack Party.